Alright, fight fans, UFC 311 just took place a few days ago, and I'm asking myself this question: who is next for Islam Makhachev? And today we're about to talk about it. Make sure to leave a like, hit that sub button so you don't miss any more MMA content. Let's get right into it. Okay, so first, what did Islam Makhachev do a few days ago in UFC 311? Well, this man beat Moicano via Darth choke in the first round, breaking the record for 4 consecutive lightweight title defenses, making him the #1 pound for pound fighter finally by Dana White. He was already the #1 pound for pound fighter, but he finally glazed them a little bit. Finally, finally, this man Dana White was glazing John Jones for beating old man Stipe and fighting in Cyril Gane. Let's be real, this man was supposed to be an NBA player, not a UFC fighter. But let's keep going. Another thing that I want to touch on, actually, I might make another video on if the Aspinall and John fight is gonna happen, because if you really think about it, Dana White saying that Islam Makhachev is the #1 pound for pound fighter, does that mean he stopped glazing Johns because he's already out the door? I'm just saying, bro, it seems like he's already out the door with Johns, and it looks like he's preparing for John to just walk away and not even fight Tom Aspinall and just retire. I'm just saying, that seems a little weird to me. I know he just got to win, but I'm just saying, seem a little weird. Anyways, Islam Makhachev, this man beat Volkanovski twice. He easily beat Oliveira. He dominated the entire fight, easily beat Dan Hooker. With that being said, if you really think about it, what are his fights does he have left in lightweight? Think about it. I don't like how Dana is giving the Belal treatment to Arman Tsarukyan. I really don't. Look, I don't know, it's a little weird because he said it himself. He doesn't want UFC fighters to fight injured. But one thing that he said that caught my eye, it was, he said that he brought the doctors to him, because they bring the doctors every time a fighter's injured. They bring the doctors and check them out. And he said that very loud and clear. And I'm wondering if he tried to basically say that he looked like he wasn't injured.
Arman Tsarukyan, what do you do with him at this point? I mean, do you automatically rebook him in the next title fight? Do you go back to the drawing board?
No. Yeah, he's going back to the drawing board. I don't want anybody to ever fight hurt, ever. You know, we've been in these positions before. Went down there with the doctor. Went down there with Heather from the PI, who is, you can ask any fighter or anybody else. She's the best in the world, and you know, you miss opportunities sometimes, and he did. So we'll see how this plays out for him next year.
I'm just saying, he brought that up. I'm just saying, he literally specified that he brought the doctors to him to check him out. It seems like he was trying to say something else. I'm just saying. But look, I'm not mad at Arman Tsarukyan. I want to see that fight. I really want to see the Arman Tsarukyan fight. There's only 3 options that I see happening, and that's it. This is the only 3 options I see happening. If none of these 3 options happen, why the hell would I watch, bro? Why the hell would I watch Islam fight? If he doesn't fight #1 Ilia Topuria on a super fight, if he doesn't fight Belal, if he moves up, or if he doesn't fight Arman Tsarukyan, who else can he fucking fight? Justin Gaethje? Is he gonna fight Justin fucking Gaethje? Come on, my brother. Really, my brother? There's no point of doing that. Just give this man his super fights. Just give him that Ilia Topuria. Give him Belal. Give him whatever the hell he wants. But before those, I do prefer him fighting Arman Tsarukyan before he gets those 2 super fights, if he does eventually get them. Because I don't know with this man, because Islam Makhachev is kind of all over the place. Before the fight happened with the Arman Tsarukyan, before he pulled out and all that stuff, he was talking about moving up, going for the Ilya Topuria fight. And now that he beat Moicano, he seems like he wants to stay on his weight division. Like, this guy is literally all over the place. Like, what do you want, my brother? What do you want? But yeah, all the fights, the only 3 fights that I want to see happening is Arman Tsarukyan, and then he can do a super fight with Ilya or do a super fight with Belal. I feel like Islam Makhachev will absolutely maul Belal, literally. He will absolutely sweep the floor with his man. And this is not even recency bias. I'm just saying he is on another level. Quite literally. The only way I see Islam Makhachev losing if he moves at 2 weight classes. That's the only way I see him losing. But other than that, I think he's fine. Literally, he can just do whatever the fuck he wants with Ilya, whatever the fuck he wants against Belal. It's gonna be an easier. The hardest fight for me, I think, is Arman Tsarukyan, and it's not even close. I'm not even kidding. Arman Tsarukyan, look, if you have to go beg Dana White, if you have to go rush in the door like Merab did to get that Umar fight done, even though it was like the other way around because Merab was a champion. But do something like that, man. Prove him that you want to fight. Prove him that you want to fight. You need this fight, bro. You need this fight. Stop doing all that shit. Like, stop. Just go beg him. Go get that fight. You know how big this would be? Man, this is absolutely incredible. I'm so disappointed that I wasn't able to just see that fight, man, because it was so hyped up, and I feel like it would have been the hardest matchup possible. Like, really. Now that didn't fight him, I don't see no one beating him. The thrill is like gone. It's like when I was watching Moicano, I was like, okay, how long is this gonna take? In my literal mind, I was like, okay, how long is this gonna take, man? How long? When is it gonna finish him? Because I didn't even see a world on how Moicano would win that fight. Literally, I don't think he could have. There's just I just don't see it, man. I don't see it. And a lot of people are trolling Islam because he slipped, and they're like trolling him like he was out cold. They should have stopped the fight. Very funny, but like, I just want to see the Arman Tsarukyan fight. Make it happen, my brother. Go back to Dana White for that fight, because everybody wants to see that fight, man. Everyone wants to see that fight, and I feel like Dana White is gonna make a mistake and not make it because he wants to give this little guy the Belal treatment because he pulled out 24 hour notice, and I completely understand. You need to give this guy consequences for what he did. I completely understand, but I feel like it's just not fair, man. I really don't think it's fair. And the problem with that is that we don't know the details about his injury. That is the problem. And we are not going to know the details about his injury. We really aren't. The only person that probably knows outside of his camp, outside of his coaches, his team, is probably Dana White. Let's be real. It is probably only Dana White, and we will never know. So we can speculate all we want about Arman not fighting because he wasn't going to make weight or he was scared. He obviously wasn't scared, but people are just speculating all over the place. But we don't know. But please, Arman Tsarukyan, then Ilya or Belal, and just get the hell out of the UFC, bro. We know you're not losing. I completely understand. You're just levels above everyone. It is incredible to watch this man go to work, bro. You can see the levels. You can literally see when you're watching this guy, it's like, okay, buy anything he wants. Quite literally, buy anything he wants. But I'm just gonna end it off by saying that in my books, I think he surpassed Khabib Nurmagomedov. Hey, you can talk shit all you want, but in my books, I believe firmly he passed Khabib Nurmagomedov even before the Arman Tsarukyan, not the Arman Tsarukyan, the Moicano fight. I feel like he already, you can see the difference between Khabib and Nurmagomedov. You really could. And I feel like it's a good thing because Khabib literally molded this guy on his image and basically upgraded him. He's just a better version of Khabib. Like, when are people gonna start acknowledging that he's a better version of Khabib Nurmagomedov? And it's that simple. No one is freaking beating this guy. No one. With that being said, make sure you leave a like, hit that sub button so you don't miss any more MMA content. With that being said, I'll see everyone very, very soon. Goodbye.